Caitanya Mahaprabhu's movement, an essential subject from Vinaypdr. Caitanya Mahaprabhu's movement consists of spreading Kayasakritana, Paravijate Arkayasakritanam. All glories to the Arkayasakritana. Why is it so glorious? This has also been explained by Caitanya Mahaprabhu. Sito Darpa Emryanam. CC Antya 20.12. By the chanting of the Harkayama mantra, one's heart is cleansed. If the fortunate people of this time accept the instructions of Lord Ka, they will certainly be happy in our Caitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. Caitanya Mahaprabhu wanted everyone, at least in India, to become a preacher of this mission. In other words, one should become a guru and preach the Lord's instructions all over the world for the peace and prosperity of humanity. Srila Prabhupada's books, lectures, conversations and letters offer a comprehensive presentation of this essential subject as seen in the Vinikotes Caitanya Mahaprabhu's movement category. An introduction from his books is given below in the following 8 quotes. Quotes from Srila Prabhupada's books. If she agrees to follow the rules and regulations of the Vairava principles, the unclean core of her heart will certainly be cleansed. Sito Darpa Emryanam, CC Antya 20.12. This is the process of devotional service. Anyone can be purified by following the principles of devotional service in Kaya consciousness, for Kaya consciousness is so powerful that it can purify even the dirtiest class of men and transform them into the topmost Vairavas. Armad Bh Gavatam 6.18. 43. A sannyas is supposed to offer blessings to a jihasta, yet now, by his practical behavior, our Caitanya Mahaprabhu requested the blessings of a jihasta. This incident shows the special significance of our Caitanya Mahaprabhu's preaching. He gave equal status to everyone, regardless of material considerations. His movement is thoroughly spiritual. Although apparently a jihasta, householder, Sravabhama Basiriya was unlike the so-called karmas interested in sense gratification. Caitanya Karitam Ta, Madhya LL 7.69. The Lord dispatched Santana Gosvam and Arpa Gosvam to Vendivana to excavate and renovate the holy places and from there establish the cult of bhakti. Therefore Vendivana was given to Santana Gosvam and Arpa Gosvam as their place of residence. Similarly, everyone in the line of our Caitanya Mahaprabhu's devotional cult should accept the words of the spiritual master and thus spread the Kaya consciousness movement. Caitanya Karitam Ta, Antya LL 4.144. Lord Caitanya's movement of Kaya consciousness is full of dancing and singing about the pastimes of Lord Ka. It is compared herein to the pure waters of the Ganges, which are full of lotus flowers. The enjoyers of these lotus flowers are the pure devotees, who are like bees and swans. They chant like the flowing of the Ganges, the river of the celestial kingdom. Caitanya Karitam Ta, DLL 2.2. Preaching Caitanya Mahaprabhu's cult throughout the world is more important than staying in Vendivana or Jaganthapur for one's own personal satisfaction. Spreading Kaya consciousness is our Caitanya Mahaprabhu's mission. Therefore his sincere devotees must carry out his desire. Caitanya Karitam Ta, Madhya LL 16.64. Our Caitanya Mahaprabhu's movement especially aims at defeating the Myveda conclusion about the absolute truth. Since the members of the Myveda school cannot understand the spiritual form of the Lord, they incorrectly think the Lord's form is also made of material energy. They think that he is covered by a material body just like other living beings. Due to this offensive understanding, they cannot recognize that Arka's personal form is transcendental, not material. Caitanya Karitam Ta, Madhya LL 25.35. These two learned heads of the Brahma community were the most ardent supporters of Lord Caitanya's movement. Advaita Prabhu was the chief cause for the advent of the Lord. When Advaita Prabhu saw that the total human society was full of materialistic activities and devoid of devotional service, which alone could save mankind from the threefold miseries of material existence, he, out of his causeless compassion for the age-worn human society, prayed fervently for the incarnation of the Lord and continually worshipped the Lord with water of the Ganges and leaves of the holy tulas tree. Armad Bh Gavatam, Introduction. In addition to human society, he is pleasing even the trees and animals, because they also become attracted by such a movement. A practical example of this was shown by Lord Caitanya when he was traveling through the forests of Jayachrika in central India for spreading his Sakritana movement. The tigers, the elephants, the deer and all the other wild animals joined him and were participating, in their own ways, by dancing and chanting Har Ka. Nectar of Devotion, Chapter 1.